Greetings, y'all. Welcome to another video. My name is Steve, as you can probably tell by the title. And today we have another batch of mail to open up and go through. I believe these are all CDs. Let's dive in. First up, coming from Sun City, Arizona. All right, we've got the soundtrack to the film Whatever. This came out in, 98. Good film. I saw this when it was released back then. Kind of like an indie drama comedy about this girl living in New Jersey, although the film was shot in West Virginia, but they did shoot a few scenes in New Jersey. Actually, they shot at the train station, maybe 5 or 6 blocks from here. And it's a good film. I saw it back then. It didn't do that well. It didn't get a lot of publicity at the time. And always kind of curious why this didn't do better. Thought it would have, even on video or whatever. The director, I think she teaches now. I don't think she ever made another feature film, which was unfortunate. Cast has gone on to some other work and have had careers. But this film always, every now and then, pops up into my mind. And just recently, when it did, I was wondering, well, is it streaming anywhere by this point? Maybe it's streaming. I mean, it was released by Sony Pictures. It was, released by a major distributor and everything. But I looked online, and surprisingly, it was streaming. I think it was on like Tubi. I think you can get it on Tubi. Maybe still get it on Tubi. So I watched it for the first time since 98 or 99, whenever I saw it. And it holds up. It's a really good film. I highly recommend if you're looking for just kind of like an indie drama comedy, and it's set in the 80s. And they did a really good job at kind of capturing that time, even though it was made in the 90s. They did a good job at capturing the 80s. So anyways, I watched the film. It held up. I enjoyed it still. And the soundtrack, just really amazing. Great tunes on here. So it made me think to look it up and see if they ever released a soundtrack. And they did. Here I am holding it, as you can see. And you've got the Pretenders on here, the Ramones, David Bowie, Patti Smith, Blondie, The Jam, Iggy and the Stooges, Cramps. Some of this stuff I have on like the original albums, but yeah, just thought it'd be cool to pick this one up, and really happy I did. Check out the film. Go look it up. Check it out. Whatever. Next up, from Clearwater, Florida, we've got The Clash Hits Back 2 CD set. Best of The Clash. And this is brand new, still in the shrink wrap, so I'm going to go to the trouble of opening this now. Double opening, double unboxing, everybody. I've invented something new, double unboxing. Everybody, watch this video. All right, there we go. The double boxing has been accomplished. Double boxing, double unboxing. I take it back. So this, like I said, is a 2 CD set. Best of The Clash. There's the CDs. And I own this on vinyl and thought it was a really good, like, best of collection, and decided to pick it up. Now, the crazy thing is, here's all the liner notes inside. The crazy thing is I not only already own a pretty good single disc best of Clash CD called The Singles that came out, I believe, in the 90s. But I have that and really like it. But I also have pretty much all of their records. I don't have Cut the Crap, but I think I have all the other ones. So you kind of say, well, do you really need this? I mean, there might be a couple of like alternate like mixes on some of these songs from the studio records. There might be 1 or 2 songs that aren't on the studio records that are on here. But I really probably didn't need this. But like I said, I had the vinyl, really liked it, thought that was a good best of collection to have, and decided I'd pick this up on CD to replace the Clash, the singles that I have. Like, I only need one best of the Clash, so I'll, pass that Clash singles onto somebody else, and this will be in my collection. So if I just want to, you know, listen to a little sampling of the Clash, put this on instead of, you know, pulling out the CDs and listening to the full record. Clash are a little bit like that. Sometimes I just want to hear like their best tracks, you know, and so this comes in handy. But this is a really good collection. It's got everything you'd want on here: Rock the Casbah, Police and Thieves, Guns of Brixton, Fought the Law, Should I Stay or Should I Go, blah, 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 you know, all the tunes. So they're all on here. And it's a great collection. And from what I remember when I picked up the vinyl and was reading the liner notes, is that this kind of follows a set list from a show in like 82 or something like that. But yeah, really good, awesome collection. If you're not familiar with the Clash, or you just want to get like a best of or whatever, this is definitely a good option for you to pick up. Next up, from Port Richey, Florida. A lot of stuff from Florida today. Interesting. So let's see what we got. You got Pylon and their album Gyrate. This is a reissue of it, Gyrate Plus, because it's got a couple extra tracks on it. So Pylon, band I was completely unfamiliar with up until a few weeks ago. There's a pretty good college rock, radio station around here called 88.9. It's Monmouth College, or Monmouth University now. And I listen to it every now and then when I'm driving around, and sometimes hear some pretty good stuff on there. So one day I jumped in my car, turned on the radio to their station, and this song's playing. I'm like, what is this? This is really good. It sounded a little bit like the Yeah Yeah Yeahs, but I knew it. I'm a big fan of Yeah Yeah Yeahs. I knew it wasn't them. And I used the Shazam thing app to see what this song was, and it was this band, Pylon. And I'd never heard of them before. I thought they were like a newer band or something. Go through the liner notes here while I'm blabbing away. So when I got home, I happened to look it up. You know, I just kind of made a note of that. And when I got home, looked it up and saw that it was like this older band, and that weren't around anymore. They'd split up, blah, blah, blah. And looked to see what records they had. The song that I liked was on this one, so I decided to take a gamble and just pick this up and see what I think. There's the band underneath the CD. So the song that I heard that I liked was Stop It. Yeah, I think they only put out like 2 or 3 records, and I don't know, whatever reason they split up, but I'm really interested to dive into this and see what I think, you know, and if I like this, maybe I'll pick up the other ones. I think there was like a box set release, but that had like all their stuff in it, but I kind of wasn't ready to commit to that just yet. And I picked this up. I think I got it fairly cheap, so we'll see. But if you're familiar with Pylon, by all means, let me know. Give me some inside info about the band. Next up, we got from Wyoming, not Wyoming the state, Wyoming, Michigan. Who knew there was a town in Michigan called Wyoming? All right, okay, we've got Beat Happening, another kind of punk band. This, I guess, is a self-titled album. Holy moly, what a whole bunch of songs on it, 23 songs. There's the track list. Well, here, let me show you the CD first before I show you that. There's the CD, and underneath the CD is the track listing, which isn't on the back. Back's just got a picture of the band. There's the track listing, 23 tunes. This might be like a compilation, I'm not sure. This is from the 80s, I guess they were around. I don't think they're around anymore either. Yeah, this seems like it's like a compilation of a handful of cassettes and stuff that they put out in the mid-80s. I'm trying to think where I discovered them. I think that I heard, oh, this looks like it's going to be a big fat book. I think that I heard maybe in a movie or something like that is where I discovered them. This all folds out. I don't know if this is all in the picture or not. I'll do that and assume that this is all getting in the camera shot. There's the back. It's a big fold out. This seems like it's brand new. I thought it was used, but I mean, it's open, but it's in really good condition. But I think I heard a song in a movie or maybe even a documentary, and just kind of made a note. I really liked it, and was looking for this, found it on eBay or something, fairly cheap. I'm looking at the track listings, but I'm not sure what the name of the song that I heard was. I'd have to look it up. Maybe I wrote it down somewhere. But yeah, I mean, kind of like a punk band or, alternative band in the 80s. And I just heard that song somewhere, a film or something, and just decided, like, I really liked it, just kind of made a note of it, and found this online and decided to pick it up. It's really kind of almost like a blind buy in a way. Similar to Pylon in a way. It's just like one song caught my ear and I'm taking a dive in. So yeah, again, same thing. If you're familiar with these guys, let me know. Didn't look like the liner notes had any real deep kind of like history of the band or anything, but yeah, really looking forward to this one. Next up, from Oakland, California, let's see what we got. All right, these people are packing these things well. I mean, hats off, I give them credit. Hey, thanks, enjoy. You're welcome, I hope I do. This is The Names and their record Swimming. Similar to Pylon, similar to Beat Happening, this is a band I heard like one song by, and I've been looking for this, to pick this up for a while now, and I finally just kind of bit the bullet and found it on eBay and picked it up. I don't remember what song it was that I heard by this band, because this one has been on like my want list for a long time, a couple of years, and then just recently I just finally said, screw it, I'm gonna finally buy it. Like I said, it's been a couple of years, so the song that I heard that made me want to pick up this CD is Slipping My Mind. But they put a little piece of plastic in there. That's always nice. They did a really good job packing this thing. But I don't even really remember, much about this band. I'm gonna guess it's kind of like post-punk or just alternative. Not even really sure. I don't see a copyright, so I'm not even really sure when this record came out. You're seeing the liner notes before I do. Isn't that weird? It just crossed my mind. I can't see this. You are. So I don't know what I'm showing you right now. I hope I don't have to blur anything. Is there a copyright on here? What's that say? 82. So yeah, 1982. So yeah, I'm gonna guess it's probably like kind of post-punk, maybe new wave. My guess is more like post-punk. So yeah, again, a lot of these are kind of blind buys today. So I really got some listening to do, and hopefully discovering some really great new music. And finally, Fragile, coming from Warwick, Rhode Island. Warwick, Rhode Island. This is packaged in a 45 box, but I don't recall ordering any 45s. So let's see what we got. And it's not a 45. It is Rancid and their album Indestructible. Now, here we go with the craziness. This is one of my favorite records by this band. I bought it right when it came out. And I have it on vinyl as well. They put plastic inside the CD case too. Hats off to everybody with their packaging today. This one's a little damaged, so I'm gonna have to replace that. And I just got like a box of like 50 empty jewel cases somebody was giving away for free. So this will be very easy to replace. But this is Rancid Indestructible. The crazy thing is, like I said, I already own this. I have it on vinyl as well. I bought this. This has been something I've been kind of wanting to pick up for a while now. I bought it to replace my original copy here, which is in a digipack. I bought the jewel case. This is, sometimes some of us have these crazy little things where we really like the jewel case, and if the opportunity presents itself to upgrade from the digipack to the jewel case, we do it. It's stupid, I understand that, but I did it, and here it is. And yeah, I mean, I think back years ago when you would get concert tickets, it was a little more important for me to have jewel cases because I liked putting the ticket stubs inside these to sort of like safekeeping. And you know, just they don't get banged up. Like I said, I got to replace this little thing that's broken in the middle. No problem. I have spare ones. Pop it in. It's good to go. It looks brand new. If that happens on a digipack, you know, you're kind of out of luck. You can't, you know, get replacement digipacks. So that's the benefit of them. That's, you know, not to get all into that. But this is an awesome record. I love it. Like I said, it's one of my favorites by the band. I think some of the fans weren't that crazy about this record. They maybe thought it was a little polished, a little too pop punk sounding, but you know, a good song's a good song in my book, and this record is full of some great songs. And I know I said a good song is a good song, but I meant great. Yeah, it's just an awesome record. Fall Back Down, Red Hot Moon, David Courtney, Start Now, Ghost Band, Born Frustrated, Tropical London, just a ton of awesome tracks. And I'll pass on, like the Clash singles CD, I'll pass on that Rancid CD and the digipack to somebody and hopefully make them happy. So yeah, this is what I got in the mail this time. I hope you enjoy this. If you're familiar with any of these or have anything to say, especially, you know, like the Beat Happening, Pylon, the names, those ones, which I'm not familiar with, by all means, let me know. Check out that movie, Whatever, if you want to. I think you'll really enjoy it. And thanks for tuning in, y'all. See you next time. Later.